liking. Thank you for liking the stream. Make sure you guys are posting your questions if you have any. I am doing good today. Just had a couple hours to spare to stream, and I figured why not? Because I do plan on taking tomorrow off, so I thought might as well hop on here and make up for that time lost. Hey, Liz. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Let me go ahead and confirm the donations in just a second. Are you guys excited for the Super Bowl? Does anyone care? I'm good either way with whoever wins. I don't really follow football, but I do like the excuse to eat a little junk food. With the wedding coming up, I don't really have any excuses to eat the foods that I want to eat. I'm having to eat really healthy. So I'm excited for that. Let's see, who do we have? Taka says same. I don't care, but you'll still watch. Yeah, that's kind of how I am. Like, yeah, just watch and eat. Yes, we're wanting to have our wedding this year. It's still in the very beginning stages right now, but it is underway, so that's really exciting. All right, so I have 3 donations. I have to figure out who was first. All right, so it looks like Nyasia was first by just a minute. So it'll be Nyasia and then Taka and then Liz. We are back with the mystery prize again. I added 2 new, technically four chances. Technically 4 chances, but I added 2 different new types of prizes you can win. All that information is in the description. All right, let's get to the free list really quickly before I get too far behind. Super Bowl. Okay, so Sayla wants to know, is their intuition right? Can you show me a yes or a no? Is their intuition right? You have a yes, the world. If this talks about moving away from a situation or walking away from a situation or ending something or moving in general, I am getting a yes for that as well. I have a yes, Naija, the sun. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the 5 of Pentacles. This could just be purely for financial reasons. You need to stick it out for a little while longer. Positive vibes. I'm doing well, thank you. So I have a no for you right now for that question. Positive vibes. You're welcome. I have a yes, Shell. I have a yes, 4 of Wands. It looks like a yes, Liz. 6 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Naisha, thank you for being so happy for me. Probably not in that time frame. I am getting a no to the Tower, and the 7 of Pentacles says that maybe they're thinking about it. They're maybe making plans, but I don't know if it's going to happen by Valentine's Day. The 7 of Pentacles energy is that you will be rewarded, but you need to give it time. They compare it to like if you were to plant seeds in a garden, it's going to take some time to grow. So while it's still happening for you, you're just not going to see the results right away. Cannot wait to hear about the nuptials. Oh, Naisha, thank you. You're so sweet. I'll keep you guys posted in regards to that. Obviously, we don't have anything set in stone right now, but you're a part of my family here on YouTube. So at the very least, I'll post, wedding pictures and things like that here when the time comes. Just see Miss Me. I have a yes for you, High Priestess, the Justice card. And you're welcome. Okay, reconcile with me tomorrow. Thank you, Naija. Okay, reconcile with me tomorrow. Wow, that's a yes. Jades. Got a yes for you. Okay. So next up we have, hey Lauren, how are you? CG. Shell, I do believe I already answered your question. Hold on guys, sorry. I don't know what that was. Okay, so I am getting a no for you, CG. This could change, but I am getting a no for you. This is another one of those 7 of Pentacles here, okay? So you're going to be rewarded. You are. This is something that's going to take some time to build up, though. This isn't going to be something that randomly happens to you, like you win the lottery, for example. Or if you do win the lottery, it's going to be a couple years from now. It's more like your success is based on your work ethic, the work that you put into it, and it's going to take steps. It's a process. It's not something that's going to happen right away. So I also feel like there's another interpretation of, how do you perceive yourself to be successfully wealthy? Do you perceive yourself to be like debt free? Is that successfully wealthy to you? Do you perceive yourself to be like on auto pay for all your bills and you never have to worry about money, but you're not like a billionaire? If that's successful to you, you know what I mean? There's a lot of different interpretations of it, but generally what I'm getting is it's coming to you. What it is that you want will happen, but it is going to probably not happen this year. It might start this year, but it's not going to be fully developed this year. You're welcome, everyone. Make sure you guys are posting the correct emoji or keyword. Moon Pie. Thank you for liking. I am getting a no, Moon Pie. Magician came out in reverse. I'm getting a no for that one. Not 24/7. Purgati. Please show me a yes or a no for Purgati. You're welcome, Lauren. It's showing me it's going to take a lot of sacrifices and work in your marriage, the marriage that you have coming your way. So if that's not what you want to hear, I would say maybe try to make some changes. You also have the Chariot, which shows that you will have a dedicated and devoted partner, but the emotional fulfillment it's hard for me to be confident in telling you yes at this time. All right, so that is it for the free list. I will still answer questions for new subscribers if you happen to ask. Hey, Mo. If anyone donated and I did not put you on the list, take a look. and then let me know, please. That would be great. You're welcome, Pragati. Super Bowl Sunday. I know Mo's excited. All right, so SB donated. Okay, SB, give me just a second here while I confirm that for you. Nyasia, you're still in here, right? Oh, it looks like Philomena donated before SB. Okay, let me fix the list really quickly. Sorry, guys. So, Nyasia, you get first pick. We're going to start over for this live stream. So you get your first pick of 15 different prizes. Everyone that donates today gets a guaranteed win. I added in, you can add a win for charms added to your question and also paper messages added to your question. You can also win yes, no. You can also win 5-card readings, 3-card oracle pulls, past, present, future. Ooh, and I forgot to put, there's also a 10-card reading up for grabs. So good luck, everybody. We're going to pick in order that I receive the donations just so that it's fair. So Nyasia, if you haven't done this before, I can't remember. You pick a row and then you pick a number so that I know which box you want. Hey Vetus, hey Luna Moon. Luna Moon said, hello, my love. I wanted to tell you your last 2 readings I got the last weeks were so accurate. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to hear that. I always had faith. If you can, Luna Moon, I'd love to hear more. Feel free to send me a message. Okay, so Nyasia chose C1. Oh, that one popped out of there. Okay, so C1. Add charms to 1 question. So that's what I've got for you for Nyasia. So charms. Now, Nyasia, can you please let me know for your $15 donation, do you have 1 or 2 questions? All right, so Nyasia has 2 questions. Got it. Thank you. Okay, so next up after that, we have Taka. Taka, if you can pick your mystery box, please. All right, so Taka picked C3. So we have C3. You get an extra yes or no question. So for your $15 donation, Taka, did you have 1 question or 2? And keep in mind, you get to ask an extra yes or no question. Taka has 2 questions for the donation and a yes or no. Liz is next. Liz, we need you to go ahead and pick for your prize. Liz picks B3. Let me make sure I'm reading that right. Yeah. Okay. So B3. 5-card reading. That one's a fun one. People don't get that one that often. And Liz, for your $15 donation, did you have 1 or 2 questions? Awesome. So Liz has 2 questions plus a 5-card. Philomena is next. Philomena, hopefully you're in here. If you can please pick your mystery box choice. Remember, guys, every $15 donation you make today, you get to pick one of these boxes. So let's just say you make 2 $15 donations, you get 2 boxes. It's a guaranteed win for every donation today that you get your readings plus something extra. I added in today charms and I added in paper messages to win. No one has gotten the 10-card reading yet. All right, so Philomena picks C4. C4. So Philomena gets to add charms to a question. Congratulations, yay! So for Philomena, did you have, for your donation, did you have 1 or 2 questions? Please let me know. After Philomena, we have SB. SB, you can choose which prize you like. SB is picking a 5. You get a 3-card oracle pull. So this could be a separate reading for you, SB, or we can add it to one of your questions that you have. For your $15 donation, did you have 1 question or 2, SB? SB has 2 questions. Okay, and Philomena said she's going to get back to me. So Taka, you can go ahead and post your question if you're ready. Anybody else who's not able to wait for their turn but would like their turn time-stamped, please make sure you're leaving your questions with me and clarifying which question you would like associated with the prize that you won. Be as specific as you can. If I don't understand, I might have to just guess. So if you don't plan on hanging around. If you are new to me today, I'm still answering yes or no questions for you. So please say hi. Welcome to the community. I enjoy keeping my options open. I have an interview on Tuesday that I'm interested in to be success. Naija wants to know this job that she has an interview on Tuesday. Is it successful for her here? It's showing me that there is some things to celebrate. Yes, it could be very different from what you're currently experiencing, so you would see this as a win. The King of Pentacles shows me job security as well as financial security. But all in all, I am seeing that you may end up leaving this place if you choose to work here. I think that there's certain parts of it that are not very fulfilling for you. The world does indicate travel, so if that's a part of the job, like going to different places, that is being acknowledged here. But the world does indicate endings, like closing out this chapter, but maybe before you even get started. And I feel like there could be some people that you would be working with that you would feel like you couldn't really trust or count on, or they wouldn't be necessarily dependable. There could be some competition as well regarding this. The Four of Cups just overall shows unenthusiasm, just generally like a disinterest or just like non-excitement for this role, this job, like not now, but once you're in it. So yeah, I feel like there could definitely be some things here that are appealing to you. I feel like there's some perks, there's definitely some pros and some things to be celebrated, but all in all, I almost feel like Spirit saying you're just going to end up where you are now with this job. Like there's going to be parts that you don't like and you're still going to be looking for something different. Okay, so Liz says 1 regular plus the prize. What can I expect next in my love life? And for the 5 card, what can I expect for the rest of February? Liz, I've got it. Let me know, Liz, if you want me to timestamp your reading. I'll call on you, though, when it's your turn and just see if you're in here. Yes, I did just start a new job. It's going okay, busier than I'd like. I have to be on camera every day. I don't like that. Oh, my goodness. I would not want to be on camera every day either. No. You know, this also could be because the world is here and it's the end of a journey before a new one begins. This job that you're interviewing for could just be a means to an end, where these other things I'm sensing, I'm still feeling, but it could just be a bridge between worlds, so to speak. It could be a bridge to get you from where you are now into something different. So it could be like a launching pad, basically, to get you to your next point that you need to be on. So maybe Spirit's just telling me this isn't something that's going to be long term. This could just be a means to an end. Thank you, Spirit. Naija, what is the second question I can answer for you, please? And also clarify which reading you want me to add charms to. Currently working on starting a business and really don't want to work super hard for someone else. Preach. I'm with you there. So Naisha, do you want me to answer the question with the charms, or did you want me to answer the question with cards and add charms to the reading? You got it. So we're going to do the Lover's Tarot for your question. It's a relationship deck. So am I to understand, Naisha, that you currently have a relationship established with someone? Like you're involved already with someone? Next up after Naisha, we have Taka. Taka, if you're ready, you can post your questions now. And I'll hold them until it's your turn. So we're already involved. Okay, that's good. That's all I needed to know. Thank you. You see success in my relationship. Naisha and her person. Oh, wow. Okay. You got it. Do we see success in the relationship? One more shuffle, please. That card's sticking out for me, so I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'm getting that you're going to rise up from this. You could kind of feel like things are kind of burning down, or they have been burned down. But you guys are going to rise from the ashes, is what I'm hearing. It's just a test of faith right now for you guys and your connection. Sometimes relationships have to go through this. And it's so that you can get better clarity moving forward. And you'll be really surprised where you are a year from now when it comes to your connection. Taka, thank you for being so organized. I got it. So the 9 of Staves here at the beginning of your reading, this is a test of faith. This is showing that your relationship is resilient and maybe your commitment's being tested right now. But I look at this kind of like a phoenix who rises from the ashes. The 9 of Staves here in this reading shows me that you guys aren't battling this alone. You guys are actually in this together. It's kind of hard to see, but there's like a man and then a woman, and he's kind of has her like kind of in a dip position where he's kissing her. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but basically you guys are in this together. This isn't like you're suffering alone, you're dealing with this alone. A lot of times 9 of Wands will indicate one person feeling like they're on their own. But in this deck, it shows me that you guys are actually going to make it through, and just really try to lean on one another, lean into this. As you can see, this is that same card, but he's by himself. And that's not the case with this one. So you could be having some struggles, some issues, some doubts, but this is just your commitment being tested. You have so many great cards here. You have ultimate balance here. You guys will figure this out. You're not juggling thoughts, ideas, plans, wondering, confusion, feeling a bit lost. You guys are going to find your balance again. The 9 of Cups is just all of your cups filled, is how I like to see it. It's just like your happiness, you know, everything's kind of settled. It also talks about love and feeling supported emotionally, and having that like stability as well. It indicates a long-term connection. We also have the Awakening card, which in this deck is the Sun, I believe. Yeah, the Sun. And then it's also depicted by Cupid, which is the center of your reading, and this is success shining down on your connection. You do have 2 cards here that indicate children, so I'm not sure if you guys have kids or not, or if that's ever been a topic, or maybe that could be the issue that, you know, that you're having. Maybe it's being affected, your love life's being affected by children, possibly. But that, I am seeing children here. And again, we have the 10 of Coins, which is long-term connection here. 10 of Cups. No, sorry, 10 of Pentacles, I meant to say. 10 of Pentacles is like, this is the person that's supposed to be your life partner. Now, you can decide how that will play out. You can change your mind on that, but this is what Spirit's showing me, is this is the person that's supposed to be here in the end, and all of your wishes being fulfilled here within this connection. So this could just be one of those times where you guys are just ebbing, you know, we're not flowing. Maybe you're questioning the passion or the chemistry, or you know, the emotional connection, so on and so forth. But Spirit is saying this is just temporary. So I'm getting a yes. I'm seeing success. Let's pull some charms. Both terrified to be parents right now. Oh my gosh. Well, I see children here, so keep that in the back of your mind. I had to mute it because it was just a little loud when I do that sometimes. So let me zoom out really quickly. Okay, so this one fell all the way down here. So first of all, what I'm sensing here by this token, it's not going to mean anything to you if I show it to you, but I'll show it to you. But what it represents to me is, it's like a little bunny rabbit. It represents to me people wearing false masks in the connection, not really saying how they feel. And it's not like a deception. It's just like, I want to be what you think you need me to be. I want to be what maybe doesn't align with my authenticity, but to make you happy, I will do it. Because I want to appease you. I don't want to scare you off. I don't want to make you question things. I don't. Hey Momo, how are you? It's like, I just want to appeal to you. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. It's like, I'm doing it for the likes, the loves, the cuddles, the affection. I'm doing it for basically your satisfaction. Like, that's almost like what I'm hearing in the connection, is that you guys are more likely tiptoeing around things. Or maybe you feel like even in the beginning of the relationship that you were a certain way, now you're changing, or you didn't really put all the cards out there at the beginning, and now you're questioning, maybe you should have been more yourself in the beginning, and now your desires are changing. But there's just something to the effect here of like not really admitting to one another, like maybe how you've evolved, how things have changed. Just for the sake of wanting to be loved or wanting to be liked or not wanting to ruffle any feathers. I do feel like you have like a fairy godparent in this connection. So what I'm viewing that as is like a spiritual connection. that's guiding you, the two of you together. So I feel like almost either there's a spirit guide on both parties and they're working together to help mend your connection, and or there's just one spirit guide that's trying to help you guys. And I'm seeing that here with the shoe and the wings, and it's these two together. It's kind of making me think like Cinderella, you know what I mean, with the fairy godparent. Yeah, I feel like we tiptoe with certain things. I need to speak up more. I find myself not wanting to hurt his feelings. I think that's his sister. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, did she really? Oh my goodness. She's trying to like put you guys back together. I feel like that sometimes too, with my fiance's dad, I feel, because he passed away pretty newly into our relationship, and I do feel like he guided us back together. Because he was struggling really hard with the death of his dad, and it caused some distance, it felt. And so we kind of went, we've been together for 7.5 years, so we've gone through a lot together. And it's just like we always find our way back. And I feel like a lot of that is because of his dad. So I can totally relate with that. You also have the Virgo need to be practical with the Aries being courageous. So it's like we need to face our fears, but like in a tactful way. I see, for whatever reason, I'm seeing communication only happening like distinctly seasonally. Like it's almost like you guys are willing to have conversations, like really dig down deep into and really have those heart to hearts, like just every once in a while. It's showing me, so a lot of times you guys just skim the surface and just like live day in and day out, and you're not really like taking the time to really sit down and progress forward. It's like, okay, well, we've already had that conversation. I don't really have the energy to deal with that today. And so you kind of just beat around the bush, it seems. That's what I'm getting here in this area. I think it could be tough for both of you to like, you guys are almost like you're very, what's the word am I trying to say? I feel like both of you are a closed book. Like you could see yourself as a talkative person, but I feel like the things you keep deep down inside is like hard for you to communicate. And the same for him. It's, they say, oh, that person's an open book or that person's a closed book. I feel like you both are closed books. You're a hard nut to crack. We've got the crab here where it's like you do have this emotional depth, but like very rarely show it to one another. I feel like there is, you said you are the talker. Momo, I have 5 donations right now and I'm wrapping up the first one. So I will be here at least until that list is done. So maybe another hour at a minimum. But if I keep getting donations, then it will be longer. Thanks, Naija. Yeah, he's struggling with it on and off for 6. He's a Virgo. He's not the talker. He will, but I'm the talker. So you kind of have to like pull it out of him. It is. It's just the way of the world. Hopefully that will change over time. I do feel like you guys are precious to one another. I do see that even though you're having doubts, this is your person. You know what I mean? Like this is someone you consider your best friend. It would be really painful for you to feel like you need to start over. When you really think about it, I think it would not be easy. You also have the sun on top of the sun card, the sun charm. So I feel like Spirit's just trying to bring home again that you guys need to just hold the faith for a little while longer because this will be successful. Your question was specifically success in the sun card, and the sun literally means success. That's also Leo energy, so maybe you're really going to start to see a difference in the summertime. I do have a cactus here, as well as a little seahorse. So the triangle here is like kind of like the three pillars of faith. I notice a lot of things are very triangular, if that makes sense, that are spiritual. So you have like live, laugh, love. You have birth, life, death. You have Father, Son, Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? You have like the morning, the evening, and the middle of the day. It's like everything that goes around nature that is spiritual here. And so it's almost like Spirit's telling me, you guys have what you need to make this work. We also have the leaf here, which is blue, and that is signifies for me in my little charm box is the throat chakra. So it's telling me again that are some things that we need to communicate, and not because you need to vent your frustrations, but because you want to know how you feel. If you're lacking something, like let's just say you're like, does this person really even see me in their life in the future? Are we even moving forward? Ask him instead of sitting there wondering, like maybe there's something that you need to know that like maybe you're scared to ask, or but he could say, that makes me feel really happy to think about that. That makes me feel really warm inside. Like I do see you in my future. I have plans for this. And maybe that will help, but it's not just to vent your grievances, to communicate, but it's also to maybe answer some questions that you've had that are leaving you feeling very uncertain. So that is what I've got for you, Niasia. I hope you enjoyed your readings with me. I am going to move on to Taka. Ah! Where did that go? Shoot. The charm fell on the floor and I don't know where it went. My issue right now is chores and romance. You're welcome. I found Niasia when I first moved in with my now fiance. I realized that like when we first moved in together, that it was really important for us to establish responsibilities, because he's I find men are very habitual, very ritual. And they'll do things over and over and over. So he decided that like his responsibility was the trash, the litter box, whatever. I'm not going to go into detail of all of our stuff, but then I have like the dishes, the laundry, whatever. We split it up and we pretty much keep it that way. It's not that we can't cross over and help each other, but it's like, it helps because then it's just like this knowing, and then it's not feeling like all the work is on one of us to get things done. So that may be, oh, well, shit. I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I am glad it resonates. I wish I could offer more maybe practical advice. I hope I find that charm that fell. Okay, Momo, let me add you to the list. Taka is here. He doesn't stick to it. No worries, I'm going to go upstairs and talk to his ass right now. I am just sending you all the love, Niasia. Taka says, R's next actions towards me and his overall thoughts towards me. Okay, so there's two different questions there. R's next actions towards Taka. Overall thoughts towards Taka. Y'all, what is going on in my life over here? Okay. Okay, so there is communication coming from R, is what I'm getting, Taka, as far as an action. I feel as though there's a feminine in his life here. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but I like to mention them. That he's walking away from. So either he's already in a relationship, he's working on breaking up with this person, or he's trying to really just keep this person in the past so he can move forward. No, but I see him walking away from it. So it could be romantically inclined. I keep shuffling. I'm trying to understand what this is. So I can only go off of like feelings and assumptions. This could very well be like his mom, that he feels like is toxic, or a cousin or a sister or whatever, a friend of his that he feels like their relationship's no longer working, but he is being very affected by this, and I feel like this is something he is going to want to communicate honestly at some point. Four of Arrows being at the beginning of your reading is telling me that he's going to take his time with this, though. Four of Arrows is kind of where you're not talking to anybody, you're holding it in, and he's the first. This is the first card. So what I'm trying to say is there's going to be a little bit more quiet from him before he starts opening up, but I feel like because it's one of the very first cards that came out in regards to his actions, it's like he does have plans to communicate with you. Clarifying the Four of Arrows, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which of course is divine timing, but things working out in your favor. He likes to set himself up to look good to you. I am getting that he really wants you to think highly of him. So he will likely do things or say things around you, or he's basically performing to impress. He's putting his best foot forward because he wants to leave a good impression. So you could see him doing those things around you, or when he sees you, he might be dressing to impress, or really trying to sound super intelligent. Whatever he feels, his personality that he would like to get across to you, he's always going to put his best foot forward. We have the Seven of Staves, Blooming Soul. Hey, I am still taking readings, Blooming. Thank you for being here. As a new sub, I will answer a yes or no question for you for free. It's just going to be a little bit of a wait. But if you would like to donate, you can do that as well. And you can guarantee a win for an extra reading with me. I'll share more with that with you if you decide to donate to my channel today. What is this? Yeah, there's complications with the woman in his life. That's the one thing I'm getting. And he's really trying to figure out a way forward. Seven of Staves. Really quickly, this talks about overcoming a challenge. And then we have the Three of Wands, which means he's making plans for his future. Okay, so we have the World, which is the Triumph card, which means that he feels like he's going to get to a point where he feels like he's dealing with endings. But he's going to be carrying some baggage with him into the future. So that's just something to keep in mind, maybe just for your personal thing. But I'm like, that's kind of what I'm getting as far as actions is like, maybe just trying to put his best foot forward, trying to impress you, communicating with you some things he's been dealing with when it comes to a feminine in his life, things like that. In regards to thoughts, let me get some clarity. I am glad, Taka, this is making sense. I do see your comments. Jasmine, thank you for letting me know. I will check in just a second. This is definitely feeling like a person. I feel like when he thinks about you, this person gets in the way. He keeps showing me this feminine energy that's blocking the two of you from being together. So he either feels responsible or obligated to this person in some way. He is trying to work on this to sever ties. But in regards to his thoughts of you, she's getting, I guess, in the way. He daydreams quite a bit. He does feel like you guys are a good match. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. And I do feel him fantasizing a lot about maybe a future with you or an alternate life with you that he's not leading right now. You guys keep getting this Wheel of Fortune card. I want to continue to reiterate that the Wheel of Fortune is good. It does mean good things coming to you and like luck being on your side. But the issue is that it's clarifying a 10 of Wands, which is clarifying the Prince of Staves. So it's almost like he has this affection for you, this attraction to you, this desire to act on these impulses. He feels like he's not allowed or he shouldn't, that there could be some associated risk with making this move. And so he feels like it's just not good timing right now to do this kind of thing. Again, reiterating moving away from this feminine energy. So just to conclude, his thoughts are passionate. They're fantasies of a life together with you, what a relationship with you would be like. But he does feel shame around these thoughts and feelings just because of what's going on in his personal life right now. He doesn't feel like he's allowed to feel these things. Is PS interested in Taka, please? Blooming, thank you. I'll check that in just a minute and I'll update the list as well. Is PS still interested in Taka? Please show me a yes or no. Please show me a yes or no. Oh, I said is still interested. let me rephrase that. I do feel like he has been interested at one point, because I don't typically say things like that on accident. Sometimes I feel like spirit puts words in my mouth. So I do feel like at one point he was. Let's see if he is now, currently. Spirit, is PS interested in Taka now? Please show me a yes or no. Is PS interested in Taka? Wow, we have the lovers. Need I say more? We do have the 10 of Pentacle, or Wands. We do have the 10 of Wands. Star. These are sexy feelings he's got for you. So I am getting a yes. He feels deeply connected to you. The lovers is, represents soulmates, twin souls, heart-centered romance, high-level soul connections. But it also talks about like really tantric, like euphoric sex. And I'm also getting like really just knowing what each other wants and what each other likes. And so with all these wands surrounding in this reading, it is making me feel like he has this like lust for you as well, but he is interested. I feel like he feels very frustrated right now. I'm getting a lot of sexual energy, so I'll just put it there like that. I do feel like he feels like he's competing for your attention, that other people have your eye. But I am getting, yeah, that's what I'm getting. All right. He said still is fine. That's why you said that. I'm almost typed still when I type my question too. Oh my God, that's so funny. So yes, he is he's still and currently interested. Liz, are you here? All right, let's see. Momo. I don't know if Momo is in here right now, but Momo, if you are in here, can you please confirm that you donated? I did see you state that you were going to donate. Oh, you said you're going to put money on Cash App. Okay, I understand now. Yes, it's been a bit frustrated with him. Maybe that's why he's noticing. You're welcome, Taka. Okay, so Blooming donated. Jasmine donated. I'm having an issue with Cash App, I think. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to turn off my phone and turn it back on. If Liz is in here, we're about to get started on your reading in just a second, Liz. Philomena, if you're back, did you decide if you had one or two questions for the donation that you made? Okay, so my phone is back on. Jasmine donated Cash App. Blooming Soul donated Venmo. Jasmine, I'm not seeing anything on Cash App. The last donation that came through on Cash App was for SB, and that was at 2:46 p.m. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and move on. Mobo and Jasmine, both of you said you would donate through Cash App, or you plan to, or you did. I just want to let you guys know I didn't get anything. I closed out the app. I turned off my phone, turned it back on, did all the things in case maybe there was some type of delay. I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to check my email and see if I got a donation notification, and then otherwise I've got to say I didn't get it. But I am going to move on to Liz. One last call for Liz. If Liz isn't here, I'm going to timestamp her, and then after that we have Philomena. Okay, so yeah, the last email that I got to was from SB. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that I don't think it came through. Blooming Soul, are you in here right now? Okay, so Blooming Soul, because you donated, you get to pick a mystery prize. So let me know which one you would like. Just let me know which row and then which number. And these that you see are the ones that we have left. We have options ranging from an extra yes or no question. You can add charms, paper messages, 5-card readings, 3-card oracle pools, past, present, future. We only have one 10-card reading that's up for grabs, but no one has gotten it yet. So you also have the option of getting that as well. Is Philomena in here? You're welcome, Blooming Soul. Thank you. That's what our mystery live streams are. People seem to like them, so I'll be doing this once a week at a minimum. And then we'll also do our BOGOs this week. We'll also do our 18 plus. So you would like A3. So Blooming Soul, what did you win? We have a past, present, future. Congratulations. You get to choose whether it's a general past, present, future reading or a love. Let me know which one you would like. Perfect reading. Gave me a reading a long time ago about my current partner before we were dating and we were still together. Oh my gosh. I noticed your name was Sandy. Did you go by Sunflower Sandy before? Because I do remember you. I don't think I've done a reading for you since, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think I've done a reading for you since I was living in my apartment, and that was over a year ago. Wow. So I gave you a reading about them before y'all had met, and then you met them and you guys are still together. That's so sweet. Philomena, you want to be skipped, meaning like you don't want your reading today, or you just are okay if someone else goes ahead of you? It has been a long time. All right, so for Liz, what can she expect next in her love life? Why are these cards flipping in reverse? That makes me sad. Okay, Philomena, that's all right. We'll hang around for you. I've got some readings to get through anyway, so it's totally fine. Hey, Liz, yay, I'm so happy. You guys, you time it so well. There's so many people that will come in and be like, you can timestamp my reading, and then they make it their way back. It's just perfect. I feel like, Liz, you're looking for like your knight in shining armor. You're looking for this person to just be there for you and just check all the boxes and make it so that you can stop putting yourself through these like non-starter situations. I will say I'm not getting that person's coming right now. So, one thing that I'm getting from Spirit, Liz, and this could be why things feel like they're not quite getting where you want it to go. For example, maybe you find someone you're really interested in and you're like, okay, this could be it. I'm finally feeling all the things, and they're not. Or vice versa, like they could be really into you and want you, and then you're like, I don't know. Like, I just, there's something missing here. And I kind of feel like that's kind of what you could be feeling a lot of the times with these new connections that you make. And that's generally why I feel like it's like a non starter. But Spirit is giving me like this advice for you is that I almost am feeling like you need to feel passion, you need to feel excitement in your day to day life before you're going to start feeling that excitement from an act, like some real life person that's coming in. They're kind of wanting you to do things that make you excited, that get you like your heart going and make you feel good about yourself and make you feel sexy. And, you know, so like wear lingerie, even though you may not be hooking up with people, give yourself pleasure. But this can also just go to a very like just basic level of inspiration where whatever you're good at, if you want to renovate your home and you have the means to do it, do it. Get yourself out of this funk, change your environment. Anything that strikes inspiration and makes you feel good and excited and fun and flirty and playful. Spirit wants you to get back into like this no attachment type of energy where things are just happening for you and you're enjoying your time. Go out for a night with the girls. The excitement of the possibilities of going out with friends and not knowing if you're going to meet somebody or not, that is the inspiration that you want to pull from, because you could go out and possibly meet somebody. I feel like there's just like this type of energy, this very specific type of enthusiasm, excitement, kind of sensual energy that like spirit's wanting you to tap in. And that's like the advice that they're showing me, is like, this is the type of energy you want to be in to find the person that's going to give you those feelings. So I'm hoping that I'm making that clear, but I also want you to know on a very basic level, it can literally just be something that lights you up, something that makes you excited to do. So it could be painting, taking up a new hobby, or digging a little bit more into that passion. What people don't understand is that inspiration and passion are where power comes from. Think about it. If you're in a rut, you're doing the same thing day in and day out, you feel like your life isn't really changing, you don't have any inspiration, you don't have power, right? Because what do you have? You have depression, you have sadness, you have apathy, you have melancholy. But if you're doing things that are different, if you're changing things up, if you have something new to be excited about, you have passion, right? Passion is power, not wealth, not anything else. Because when you feel passion and you feel excited about something, suddenly things are brighter and more colorful and more exciting, and you feel like your life is starting to hold some type of meaning. So give yourself something that you can feel passionate about and focus on that versus focusing on like when the next thing's going to come in for you, the love, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And that could just be a message for everybody that's hanging out in here that wants to take that. But I feel like that's kind of what the advice is. Spirit saying, get out there, get out with your friends, enjoy yourself. We have the Page of Cups and he's painting, get back into a very youthful, fun energy. Do something risky, girl, do something risky. Like, check something off of your bucket list. Like, do something that puts you out of this place of like feeling like things are not changing for you. Because the second that you start living like things are happening for you and things are changing in your life, that's when the things are going to change that you really want to see start manifesting. So that's the advice I've got for you in regards to that. So I understand it's not much of like a love question per se, but I hope that it gives you some type of direction on maybe where to go and what to do, or maybe I'm hoping it's striking up some inspiration now as we speak for some things to get done. And it can just be, again, you don't even have to leave your house to do these things. You know what I mean? Like, go take a shower, put some makeup on. You don't have to go anywhere. It's fine, but it's going to make you feel good about yourself. So now that we've had that clarity, let's see if there's anything that I can figure out for you for what's to come in February. Five card. What can I expect for the rest of February? What can Liz expect for the rest of February? What's coming in for her? You're shooting your shot. This specifically, Two of Swords can mean that you're not doing anything at all, but I see you just taking a shot in the dark. You're shooting your shot with some situation. I'll see if I can get clarity on that. You're just like, you know what? because you have no attachments to the outcome. I think truthfully having that reading with me is kind of changing things for you a little bit, but I feel like it's because you don't care. You're just like, if I get rejected, it's fine. Like, there's another train coming, there's another bus coming. I highly doubt you're going to get rejected, but I'm just saying you're shooting your shot because it's not so intimidating anymore to put yourself out there. Changes are coming. You have the Judgment, which is the rebirth card, which means that things are changing. I'm seeing you have options. We have the Chariot here with 2 signs this way or that way. So I feel like you're having to make decisions and you have options there at your fingertips. Either way, you're moving forward. The Chariot's very like, let's just keep this party going. Let's not stop the momentum. Let's keep moving in this path of ease. But there is changes. Chariot is also indicating changes. Interesting. The Chariot also talks about transportation in the way of like a new vehicle or upgrading a car or getting out on the road in some type of transportation that you possibly haven't been in before. But it definitely talks about kind of just getting yourself on the road, getting yourself back out there. Why is the 8 of Swords here? Why is the 2, or no, what's she shooting her shot with? What's the 2 of Swords here? Because I think what's happening, Liz, sometimes is when these things aren't working out, it's actually affecting you negatively. It's not, for instance, if you were really had high hopes for a connection and it doesn't work out, I think every time that happens, it's just like another nail and like another sword and like it's another like, okay, great. And then I think you start losing the faith a little bit and might maybe feel like you're getting yourself low self-esteem because you're like, is it me? Like, what is this? But I want you to know that I feel like it's more like spirit paving the way for your blessings. It's God saying, I blocked you from that situation because that was not what you deserved. That was not, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like almost like divine intervention came in and was like, you don't need to deal with this. So I would look at it, if you can't, as like a positive, like that didn't work out for me, for my highest good. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is what needed to happen because the more people that you say, like you end things with, the more people you get rid of, the less people you got to cycle through before you find your person, if that makes sense. So just think of it that way. You just keep crossing these names off your list the closer you get to the person that you're supposed to be with. But I do see you in February taking your shot with somebody over here. King of Cups, you got someone over here that you may be trying to start something up with this month. Yeah, and I don't want you feeling that way either. I don't want you feeling like there's something wrong with you or this is on you. I want to prove to you that what I'm saying is true, okay? Every person you've ever been in a relationship with, even everybody that's hanging out in here right now, any exes that you have, do you look back and say, thank God I am not still with that person? For whatever reason, thank God I did not get pregnant. Thank God I did not get them pregnant. Thank God we ended it when we did because look at how worse off he is. Thank God I got myself out of the situation. Thank God I'm not with that person anymore. Like, I would be miserable. I wouldn't be happy. Like, whatever the reason is, think of everything you've been through and say, they were all leading you up to your ultimate happiness. They were all leading you up to your best life. And they aren't there. They cheated on you. They're not there in your life because Spirit said, you know what? cheat on her, motherfucker, because you're not supposed to be here. You guys need a reason to break up. Go do that shit. Like, I feel very strongly that this is all happening for you, and I don't want you to think negatively about yourself, because these people weren't supposed to be there. And everybody that's ever been in a relationship, a situationship, whatever you want to call it, you're not desiring those people anymore because they weren't ever supposed to be there in the first place. There were lessons you were supposed to learn from it and move on. And that's it. And maybe these people that it's not really working out with you, or non-starters, or not really getting off the ground that you've recently experienced, is just because you need to know what it is that you do want and what it is that you don't. And maybe these people are highlighting those things for you. So that's what I'm getting. I'm seeing victory here. I'm seeing, despite what you may perceive to be failures, Spirit is saying there's victory here. Let me pull one more card for you to clarify at the end of your reading. See if there's anything else I need to tell you. Woo. So Spirit just wants you to remain steady, okay? Do things that inspire you, do things that make you happy, but don't judge yourself. Like, that's the one thing that I'm getting. Try to find the deeper purpose and the deeper meaning behind why you're going through these things, and try to look at things more positively if you can. And I'm giving you this advice only because I know that these are the things you're going to be experiencing this month, and these are the things that you're going to be feeling. So when I say go deeper, try to figure out the deeper meaning. Try to let these words hit your ear in a way that's very receptive, and that you really take in what it is that I have to say to you. But also see if maybe there's something that you need to learn from these experiences. And I'm saying these things to you because I'm seeing that that's what you will be doing this month. So that is what I've got for you, Liz. Thank you for your donation. Philomena said that I can skip her, so we're moving on to SB. SB, are you in here? Please let me know. Remember, guys, if you have to leave for whatever reason and you donated, please post your question and leave it with me. When it's your turn, I will call on you. If for whatever reason you're not here, I will timestamp it in the comments. You can come back to it. The reason why I ask you to do this is because I do not offer refunds. It's in my disclaimer there. I do not offer refunds. What am I trying to say? Your reading will be held until the next time I'm live, is basically what I'm trying to say. So just make absolute sure that you leave your question with me. You're welcome, Liz. I'm so happy to hear that. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for being here. SB is here. SB, if you can please let me know what your 2 questions are. And then let me know which one you want me to add the oracle cards to. How does BA feel about me currently? And then the second question is, how does he want me in his life with the oracles? Okay, sounds good. Just a reminder, guys, one last time, tips, donations, and or paid readings are non-refundable. I have this in my disclaimer under my description. I don't give any exceptions to that. So if you leave the live stream without your paid questions being left with me and you don't come back before the live stream ends, your reading will be pushed the next time I go live. If the list is closed and you still donated after the fact, it will be automatically included in the next live session. Again, no exceptions. Under certain circumstances and on a case-by-case basis, upon fully my own discretion, I will refund it. If I refuse to answer a question that goes against my practice, more than likely you'll be asked to rephrase and or change the subject or question entirely. I typically don't have these very specific disclaimers in my description, or I haven't up until this point, just because it's been more like as my channel grows, I'm now having to kind of restructure my role. So this is something you're going to see from here on out moving forward. I always give you the options for those who donated to leave your question with me, and then I'll timestamp it. So basically, if you can't hang around, you can't wait, but you still want your question answered today, best advice, just leave your question with me, because then whenever you come around, you will be able to get your reading on that day, the day that you donated. Hopefully that makes sense. If anybody has any questions about this, please do let me know. Philomena's here. Yay. Thank you for checking in, Philomena. So I'm working on SB, then I have Philomena, and then after that I have Sunflower Sandy. Philomena, you'll be next, okay? Really quickly, Adiba Mansour asked a question. A yes or no. So I'm just gonna pull a card really quickly for Adiba. Adiba, have I met my future husband? Have I met my future husband? Please show me a yes or a no for Adiba. Adiba, I have a yes. You have. Okay? Spirit, how does BA currently feel about SB, please? How does BA currently feel about SB? Philomena, if you can please go ahead and post your question. If you have 2 questions for your donation, then post them both, please. And then also keep in mind that I can add charms to your reading, so just let me know which question you would like those charms added to. How does BA feel? How does BA feel about SB? So I feel like SB that you have likely changed BA's perspective. I feel like you've changed his life, if it's a him, and you definitely impacted it and influenced it in some way. So he would say that he is a changed person since you came along. I do feel like you have him questioning a lot within your connection. I feel like he's kind of catches himself wondering like what all this is, what all this means. You have the 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is like the reconciliation card. So like the reunion card or the union card. So depending on the nature of your connection as it currently stands, he wants more time with you. He wants to get closer to you. If you are not currently together in any capacity, he wants to reunite with you and or come together with you. What's changing in this connection, please? For SB, what's changing in this connection? Okay, so your relationship is about to grow deeper with one another. It's about to grow closer. You have the Ace of Cups. We also have 2 cards here at the end that talk about like change. In the center of your reading, you do have 9 of Pentacles. So I think it's important to you both that you guys don't alter your plans or change your life for one another. I think you're very much like you promote being an individual in a connection and continuing on with your plans, but hoping that somehow your paths cross. So I feel like you don't want to necessarily change what you have already set out to do just because this person is in your life. And I feel like he feels the same way, but you are hoping that your connection will merge and that you guys will find a way to be together despite maybe the perceived obstacles that you could be facing. But I do feel like your bond is growing deeper here. Why is the Death card here? So there is definite passion. I feel like in communication that you guys are talking about, there is this underlying tension between the 2 of you and chemistry that you're feeling. Something you might say is that it feels really intense between us. Where's the 9 of Pentacles here? Yeah, for whatever reason, it's very important to you to still have your own independence, is what I'm getting. Okay, so there's also a separation that I'm getting aspect in this reading that you guys are working your way out of. The 5 of Pentacles, it talks about like being separated, being physically apart, maybe distance, long distance, or even non-communication. So you feel like maybe you're coming out of that type of energy and moving into something where your relationship is growing together. I'm clarifying that with the death card. So you also have the death card down here. And again, I said that talks about change. I feel like your guard baby up a little bit with this person. You may be like holding your breath, like, what's going to happen here? Are things going to work out? Are things going to be different? Da 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 da. That's what I'm sensing here with this card. Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Philomena, is that your only question that you have, or did you have a second one for me? Please let me know. So the Page of Pentacles, this is kind of talking a little bit about your past, SB, maybe like the recent past that you experienced, is that I feel like he or you were looking for an opportunity to come back together, and you found it because obviously you guys are in communication with one another. But this could kind of be a nod to like you kind of hoping that something would bring you guys back together, something would, you know, remind him of you, and that he'd be like, hey, I came across this, insert inside joke here, and then just maybe think of you. What are you up to? Like, I feel like you guys were looking for some kind of like interference, greater forces bringing you guys back together. Sorry, SB, hun, I was not talking to you. I was talking to Philomena. I apologize for the confusion. Okay, so Philomena, I have both of your questions. Philomena, remember you got a prize, so you get to add charms into your questions. If you can, just let me know which question you want the charms added to. Okay. So moving on to the second thing for SB, SB wants oracles added into this reading. How does, what was his, BA, I think? BA, is that his initials? Yeah. How does BA want SB in his life? How does BA want SB in his life? So remember when I touched on a little bit how he feels like there's greater meaning to you being in his life, and like the impact that you've made, like your presence has made, and he's seeing the significance here. So he's wanting to discover more about that. He wants to discover the deeper meaning of why you're in each other's lives. This is really important to him. I think he's looking to you to give him support in his decisions. I think that's something he would really like, is to be able to tell you if he's had a bad day or if he's had a good day, or to have faith and patience and confidence in your connection. And like, he's just looking to be understood. So he's really hoping that you can be that person for him. It's almost like he's viewing your relationship to be kind of, and when I say relationship, I just mean your connection. Because I'm sure you guys aren't in a relationship yet, but he's looking at it as very extraordinary, very like breathtaking almost. And he wants to continue to grow this connection. Like that's what I keep seeing is he's wanting to stabilize. And when you hear the word stable, secure, grow, it means that he's looking to continue this with you. He's trying to be practical. He wants you guys to work together as well, to compromise or collaborate on like the best thing to do for your connection. I hope this is making sense. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Water, which is a contenting and rewarding life. Feeling your emotional material needs are met in trustworthy relationships. So like I said, he wants you to be someone he can confide in. He wants you to be someone he can trust. He will be doing this step by step, day by day. He's wanting baby steps. He's not going to rush into something. That's something he wants you to be aware of. He wants to make time for you. He wants you to make time for him. He wants you guys to both be level-headed and make decisions together and be kind to one another. He really wants that. Like he wants both of your feelings to be considered. That's what I'm looking for. He wants both of your feelings to be considered. He doesn't want anyone to feel like someone has the upper hand. He wants you guys to both, like if something were to come up that maybe would prove to be something that you wouldn't necessarily like. For example, you guys made plans together. You suddenly had an emergency and you had to cancel on him. He wants to show you respect and accept that boundary and just say, absolutely, I'm here for you. What do you need? Instead of him just getting mad at you because you canceled. He wants you guys to approach things together in a very understanding, thoughtful, considerate, kind way. And he would hope that you would do the same for him. Just handling things very diplomatically. I think he's just looking for something very drama-free, so he's hoping that's you. He wants to enjoy time with you. He wants to spend more time together. But yeah, just continue to grow the connection. And just like you guys each match each other's energy, just like pour into this what the other person is. And then eventually, because you both are working on it, you should see like progress. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, SB, for that question. Thank you so much for your donation. We are going to move on to Philomena. Philomena, if you're here, please say hello so I know whether or not to timestamp your reading. It was added in. These are oracles. So I did these 3 oracles, and then I did the second half of your reading. I pulled 5 of these cards. So you got 10 tarot cards total, and then for your questions, and then you got the 3 extra. I know they kind of look the same, like they're the same size, so I'm sure that could be confusing. And then since you had 2 questions for your donation, I just divided it up 5 and 5. You're welcome, SB. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yay, Philomena is here. right, cues, intentions for Philomena. Cues, intentions for Philomena, please, Spirit. Cues, intentions for Philomena. Oh my goodness, Philomena, this isn't good. I'm so sorry. I feel like this person's just brought you a lot of disappointment, a lot of letdowns, general dissatisfaction, maybe even pain and hurt. We have the 5 of water and the 3 of air, which talks like this person could have brought you to tears at a point, made you feel just a great sadness for possibly the way they've handled things and or their actions. I just feel also too that maybe they're feeling this way as well, or that they have felt this way as well. Okay, so Trey, you got it, girl, you got it. I feel like also they're not very positive or hopeful themselves. Like they're not seeing the positive in a situation. This could leave you feeling like things aren't turning out the way that you would have wanted them to happen. It can also talk about if you guys have a real history together. Oh, you haven't gotten to that part. Uh-oh. While considering the reading is about intentions, this could be just this person is maybe going to leave you feeling disappointed, which can cause, I guess because intentions are always like plans, right? They're never something that's happening now. Intentions are always like what we intend to do in the future, what we intend to happen. But either way, it just doesn't feel, it feels kind of heavy. I feel like he's also could be dealing with a lot of heaviness. Maybe that's what's coming through as well. But, ugh. Let's see, what is this piece of earth here? There's a little glimmer of hope happening down here at the end. So let me see if I can get some clarity. Piece of earth. Let's pull some cards, please, Spirit. I feel like you guys, if you haven't already, you're on a trajectory that's leading to you guys having sex. So if that hasn't happened already, you're working your way there. So there will be that physical fulfillment. Maybe not emotional yet, but I'm getting physical fulfillment. Again, you have free will. You can change. Oh, shit. You can change the outcome of that. Let's see. Why is the 3 of water here? So maybe that's the extent. Maybe that's his capacity. But I'm going to, pull a couple of cards here. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Spirit. Why is the 3 of water here? So we have the 3 of water, which is everyone knows the 3 of cups. Most readers will view this as like a third party situation. So even though you guys aren't in a relationship right now, this could just indicate that he has other things going on off to the side, which may be why you'll be feeling like, used. I don't want you to have this timeline. I don't want you to feel this way. So I'm hoping that maybe coming here and getting this reading, it just will bring more attention to the red flags and put more meaning behind those. Rather than just ignoring them, you might actually give into those feelings that you're getting and take them as a warning. But I feel like he really just likes the attention on him. He seems, this is what I'm getting. He wants your attention. He wants you to stroke his ego. He wants to feel celebrated. And if you're not fulfilling that need, then he might get it somewhere else. And or even though you are, he's going to also try to get it from other people. He's not the type of person right now that I'm sensing that is willing to give up and let go and detach from his ego. He's not very evolved right now. He's just very like basic primal needs, cardinal desires, and that's really all he's focusing on right now. So when you say he's a fuckboy, I'm guessing that maybe you've already understood this. So if like that's fine with you and you just want like to have some fun, no strings attached, he's your person. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. So let's move on to your next question and we'll do Trey for charms as well. I got the feeling when I first met him that he lives in another state. With the life experience in reverse, this is the Tower in reverse. It's making me feel like these are things that he's not going to change. He doesn't intend to change. So it really would be up to you to put that boundary up if you choose to do that, if you desire for something more fulfilling. He's resistant to change right now. He's resistant to evolving more as a human being right now. All right, so let's see if I can get some better news with Trey. Let's see what I've got for him. Blooming Soul, if you're here, if you're just like listening and you're not paying attention to the chat, if you can just check in with me. I saw that you weren't in the chat as of a few minutes ago, but if you have just dropped in, if you could just let me know. We are ready for your questions. Where are things going with Trey, please? Where are things going with Trey? Ooh, okay, so starting off really good. Let's see what else. Oh my gosh. If you want to know who to pick, I'm leaning with Trey. That's right out the gate. We have the Three of Water, which means he's more inclined to be the type of person that's not going to lead you on. He's not going to be the type of person to cheat on you, things like that. If we're taking this as a comparison, we also have the Four of Fire, which says that he's going to give you contentment, peace, and abundance, and a happy life. Oh my God, this is even long term here. 10 of Earth is long term, very happy family life and security, finding magic in life together. We have the Nine of Fire. Spirit is telling you don't give up. Protect the relationship that you have created up until this point with this person and believe in the connection. And then we also have the world, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. So you have 2 cards here signifying something lasting a long time or long term. You have the Four of Fire, which is commitment, and it's taking things to the next level. This is also reminds me of like the Four Corners. So I a lot of times will explain this card as someone who has are building the foundation for something that's going to last a long time. Because think of a house. Most of the time, a house has 4 corners. For like some extent of that, when it's being built, it's like rooms sometimes have 4 walls, things like that. It's like you guys are kind of building this connection, and this also indicates you guys taking things to the next step too. That's what I'm seeing in the near future, is for that to happen. But all in all, it's just generally feeling established together and just getting along well with one another. So if I were to guess, I would say this person who spent some time together last time. So let's pull some charms and see what else I can get for you here. Blooming soul, thank you for checking in. If you can let me know what your questions are. So I can do 2 questions for you, 5 cards each for your donation, or I can do 1 question and go more in depth and do, but it's 10 cards total. So let me know if you want to break that up between 1 or 2 questions. Okay, so Philomena, I'm looking at placement of the way the charms fell out, but I'm also looking at the relation that they have with the charms around them. So the first thing that struck me was this ring, which talks about commitment. So as I mentioned, this person is more likely to commit to you with the Four of Fire and then the ring here. This says Aquarius friendly. Okay, so maybe you guys are just in that stage right now of just getting to know one another a little bit more. Also, Sagittarius over here, optimistic. So this is hopeful. Spirit is lighting up the optimism with the candle and saying that this is a gift that they're giving to you with this person. This is something that they feel would benefit you moving forward. You have the little rocker here. It's upside down, but it's, to me, it's making me feel like you could have a little girl in the future, like a daughter together with this person. Let's see. Oh, the little, I don't know if you see, this is so cute. This almost looks like a nursery for like a little girl. But it's just like a really happy cloud. I feel like this person is, you guys would have good sexual chemistry. Down here in the corner, you can't see it, but it's the triangle. And as I mentioned before, I feel like the triangle is kind of like complete when it comes to greater things that are outside of our full understanding, such as the cycle of birth, life, and death, the cycle of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit in Christianity, or the Holy Ghost, the night, day, and middle of the day. Like, you know, when the sun comes up, there's one point, and then the middle of the day is another point, and then the night. And we constantly view our life in cycles, right? Live, laugh, love, right? So it's just feeling of completion and feeling like you guys can really go the distance, and then you have the qualities that you need to make something very strong, very stable. We have the key over here next to this little token, this little charm here, and that's making me feel like you guys maybe personally, individually, have been through quite a bit. However, you are viewing each other as perfect, perfectly imperfect. And then I do feel like you guys are seeing hope for this connection. Maybe possibly this is what you've been missing. This person is the possibly the person you've been missing. in your life. I do feel like you guys view one another as very rare. I see him over here wanting to give you a gift, and I feel like there is success here within this connection. Spirit animals around your connection is dragonfly and dolphins. So pay attention to the synchronicities. If you see a dragonfly embroidered on someone's jacket or on the TV, or if you see an actual dragonfly, same with a dolphin, this could just be that your connection is beginning to grow closer to one another. And also, like what these animals represent, you can look up dragonfly spirit animal and dolphin spirit animal, and this could also be a lot of the energy that you will have within your connection between the two of you. So Philomena, that's what I've got for you. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it, hon. Sorry that you've been so busy today. I hope your day is slowing down a little bit now. So Blooming Soul, I would like 2 questions for my donation. 1 question, 2 questions, and the mystery box question is on the present messages from my spirit guides. Oh, Blooming Soul, I'm so sorry. I think you might have misunderstood. The prize that you got was a past, present, future reading. So the past, present, future reading is 3 cards, and we give you like an overview of what has happened, what you're currently feeling, and what's to come, or currently experiencing and what's to come. But you do, Blooming Soul, have the choice of it being love, past, present, future reading. It's like a 3-card spread, or a general 3-card spread, just to see what comes out. Going by your question for the mystery box, I would think a general would be fitting for you, because that gives the spirit room to tell you whatever needs to be said. So if you wanted to do that, we could definitely do that for you. Perfect. Okay, so let's do general for blooming for the mystery box. Save. Okay, awesome. We also have 1 more spot open for today on the donation list. Spirit messages for Blooming Soul's job, please. Spirit, can you please give us some messages regarding career? Messages for Blooming Soul's job, please. Wow. So you have the spiritual gift of healing. You have the desire to heal other people. You have the desire to be artistic that are beneficial to your career. So passion is very important to you. You have to feel like you're fulfilling your life purpose in your career to feel fulfilled. Otherwise, it's not working. It doesn't really matter how much money you make. If it doesn't align with what you feel aligns with you, then it's not something that you would like to continue with. I feel like you're a creator. Creating is important. Making things is important. Bringing things to life is important for you. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you stronger and more courageous to take on things, especially things in the unknown. You are being fully supported by your guides. And Spirit is also saying that you don't have to put yourself in a box. You don't have to just do the same thing over and over. You can do multiple things at once. But they're saying that you do have options. So don't ever close yourself off or put yourself in this square, so to speak. You have like a bunch of things that you could be doing here. Let me pull some tarot to clarify some of these things. Messages for the job, please. Messages for the current job. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So I feel like that is leaning a little bit into your next question. I'd be interested to see what Spirit has to say. Okay, so Spirit's trying to give you this card too. You have the sun, Blooming Soul. The sun is always here for you. I feel like you get you connect with the sun, I think, more than a lot of people are drawn to the moon, but I think it's something about you that you connect with the sun. If I remember correctly, I think you're the person with a green thumb. You're able to grow things well. You find connecting with nature to be very vital and important. Spirit is saying that there's nothing wrong with getting money right now, though. That's what Spirit is saying to me, is that if you feel like it's important to try to tuck money away, get things paid off, focus on the hustle, it's okay, because you're going to have the ability to go back to what you feel you're really called to do. So, for instance, where you said, I know I won't be at this job for long, but I am grateful for it. It seems to me is that maybe it's not giving you everything that you could want. However, you are a Leo. It's not giving you a lot of Leos like obsessed with the sun. Like every Leo I've ever met, they don't do well in the wintertime. When they're going through like seasonal changes, they do not do well until the sun comes back out. That's how I know Leos. But again, Spirit is saying that it's okay if it's a means to an end right now. If you need to just get that money, that's okay. I feel like that's like the big thing they want to tell you, is that you're going to get your chance to collaborate again in the future and follow your soul purpose. don't stress about it. There's nothing wrong with needing to do what you need to do. This will always be available to you. And my hope is for you one day is that the two of the things, will mesh and go together, and you'll be able to do your life purpose, but also make the money that you need to make. So let's move on to your second question. You're welcome. Yes, getting money is conflicting with my soul purpose. Feel all of this in my soul. Yes. Okay. You're welcome. Should I go back to the jungle and work with my teacher? He's a Shipibo medicine man. I feel a calling to go back, but I don't know how. You're so very welcome. I go back to the jungle and work with my teacher. Please for me. Yeah, you're split into two. You're torn. The Strength card is here again, the Leo card, and the Sun card. Keep getting all of these, but as you can see, there's two different parts of this person's face. And I do feel you torn. I feel you split, and I'm almost hearing like it will come, it will happen, and yes, you don't have to worry about how to do it. It's just going to happen for you. And when that time does come, then go, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. So, okay, Ace of Pentacles. The thing is that I feel like you can only do like stints of service and missions and things like that. I feel like you go, okay, let me save up all the money I can and let me pack up my bags, let me go, let me do this thing. And then you realize that there's a time limit on it. Maybe you can only go for a couple of months or a year or something like that before you have to get back and then re-up, fill your bank account back up, and then go do these other things. So I feel Spirit is showing me like you doing things for a little while, then having to come back home and save, and then go back out again. And so Spirit's kind of giving me that this opportunity is going to come back around for you. So don't worry about it. Don't stress it. Just basically know and prepare the Three of Wands for needing to maybe be a little bit smarter with your money, not spending as much. For instance, tarot readings, you know what I mean? Like I've noticed you kind of back away from that a little bit to save some money. And I think that's great. I think only come back to this and get readings when you feel called. That's what I always recommend and what I preach and educate people on. But subscriptions in your account, like do you have Netflix and Hulu where you only really need one or the other? Maybe instead of going and grabbing that cup of coffee out with a friend, invite them over to your place and make coffee at the house. Like there's just different things that you can do where you can start saving your money and preparing, because Spirit is saying the time is coming. You will be going back out and doing your soul mission work. That's not an option. That's like definitely what's going to happen because you feel this desire to do it. The Spirit is saying kind of be conservative with your funds. If you have any extra money, don't let it just sit in a savings account. Put it somewhere where it can be accruing interest and your money can be making you money in the meantime. Just basically, Spirit is saying prepare and be ready. Work right now. Do what you got to do. be ready because the time is going to come. You don't have to worry about how you're going to do it, right? So ultimately, to answer your question, I am getting a yes. If that wasn't clear. Okay, y'all, we have one spot left. I'm working on Blooming Soul's prize that she won. We have one spot left. I will hang around for a little while longer. If anybody wants to claim it. No one has gotten the 10-card reading yet, by the way. That is still a prize that's ready to be earned. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 1 in 9 chances to win the 10-card reading. When earlier today it was a 1 in 15 chance. So the chances are greatly in your favor. And either way you win. Even if you don't get the $10 reading, you get something else. It's a guaranteed reading for every donation when I do the mystery box. All right, so past, present. Oh. Yeah, if you had not said to me, Blooming Soul, that you were struggling when it comes to finances and feeling like you really need to make money, and that could be conflicting, I would already know. Like, if you didn't confirm it, this would be my confirmation here, because we have the 5 of Earth is what you're currently experiencing from Spirit. Spirit is saying, well, let me get a clarifying card on that one. So anyway, I almost see your life as like cyclical, okay? So your past, present, future, you're in the phase of making the money, okay? So this phase, this past phase, is where you're dedicated and you're giving your kindness and your love back to people and back to the planet, and you're honoring your commitments, and people are looking at you like you're blessed, and you feel good because you're giving back and you're doing what you feel your soul mission is. And maybe you feel very connected with Mother Earth and connected to Spirit and connected to what your soul needs to be doing to help. Like, I feel like this is very much something that's happened, but you're not in that stage right now, but you will come back to this. It's almost like you go boom, next step, boom, and then you just keep going, right? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you're in the stage right now where it's just like, I need to make money. I don't know how to keep like saying that in different ways, but like that's kind of where you are at this time. But Spirit is showing me a move, okay? So you will be getting out from where you are again. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, and you know what this card means? In the future, taking a trip is what that card says. Taking a trip, okay? So you're going to get out there. And I feel like you're going to keep going in this circle. It's almost like cycle, right? Like you're going to keep going in this cycle until one day you take a trip and then you decide, that's it for me. I am done. This is no longer my home. I'm moving on to travel and do what needs to be done. And you're going to find a job and a way to do that where you can make the money that you need, where this becomes more of a full-time thing versus the stint that I was referring to earlier. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you have new partnerships and contracts. You've come into your own and you're going to continue to move forward. All right. So that is what I've got for you, Blooming Soul. I hope, if anything, this gave you confirmation on what you already know, maybe some clarity on how to move forward. Beatus, that's totally fine, hon. Every donation gets a mystery box. So if it's 15, then you'll get a mystery box, okay? So Vetus is going to be my last donation of the night. Yes, that option is no. You can do it. That's totally fine, Vetus. I'm just gonna take your channeled message spot and I'm going to make it the last spot of the mystery donation. That's fine. That's totally fine, girl. I can do that for you. It's just because it's a minimum. It's a donation, a minimum of $15. Which is why I do those on the mystery tarot readings, because I want people to like get something more out of it. But every donation and the donation you make to me, I will give you a mystery box. So that's fine. That's totally fine. Hey Vetus, did you donate? It said Cash App is having connection issues, so if you don't get it before you want to get off, we can do it next time. That's okay, Vetus. I trust you. I think because you know what? 2 people actually said they were trying to donate to me today, and I think they were having issues as well. But Vetus, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and do your reading. I know you're good for it. So I'll just let you know if for whatever reason, let's just say I'll check it tomorrow. Let's just say that I'll check it tomorrow and screenshot and let you know that I didn't get it. And we can just take care of it then if that sounds good. Yeah, I can do channel messages. That's okay. But since you are donating a $15 donation, you can pick a mystery box too. So let me know which one you want. So Vetus, to pick your prize, all you have to do is let me know A, B, or C, like basically which row you want, and then let me know which well, obviously number 3 isn't working anymore. We don't have any options there, but 1, 2, 4, or 5. He said, on my end, it was sent, but it hasn't come out of my account. So let's see. No, I don't have it on my end, which is fine, Vetus. But if you're okay with it, then we'll just go ahead and get it done. Okay, so why don't we do this then? That's what I'll do, because you know what, Vetus, actually, I have two other people that said that they were going to donate through Cash App and nothing ever came through. So I just want to make sure that, like, because for all I know, I have 3 people. You know what I mean? For all I know, I have 3 people. Wait, C4? There's nothing in C4. Did you mean like C5 or C2? So this is what I'll do. We'll pick your prize. And then I will come back this week with another mystery box. And we'll redeem your reading if your donation comes through after this, if that makes sense. We'll do it that way. But I still want to get you your prize. And I will send you an email and let you know if I got your donation. Because if Cash App, if I'm having issues with Cash App, it might be a thing where I might have to do a live stream for other people. that also donated that their donation never came through. So I'll be back on Tuesday though, for sure. So that's what I can do is I can just keep you on hold and I can let you know if and when it comes through. And if it doesn't, then we can just do this again on Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Shoot, I'm sorry that my talking is behind the chat. Hold on, let me refresh. Okay, I'm back. So when you said C4, there isn't a C4 option. So I just wanted to make sure that wasn't a typo and you meant like A4, B4, or C2, C5. That was all. There's just not a C4 option, so I was wondering if that was a typo on accident. Hopefully we're now on the same like timing because I refreshed my screen. Maybe there was a lag. Okay, so C5. Zam, girl, I think I know what this one is. And I think you might have got the big whammy. Let's see. Oh, dang it. I was wrong. But you got add paper messages to one question. So we'll write that down. And this is what we'll do, Vetus. I'll put Vetus is down for paper messages, which is my container full of words that I can make messages out of. So you can either, the next time that I go live, like let's just say your donation comes through and I don't do your reading until Tuesday, right? I'll give you another chance to pick another prize that day, and then you can choose which one out of the two that you want to keep, which one you want to do. We'll just do it that way to make it easy, because I'm just kind of making the rules up as I go at this point. And if Cash App is having issues, I might have already 3 people that I need to give readings for, back orders for. So we'll do it that way. Vetus, I really appreciate it. I put on the list here, you got paper messages. You won paper messages. And I am taking the day off tomorrow with Brennan. We're going to hang here for the day. He's an angry man tonight. I don't know what is going on with him. He's playing video games and they make him so angry. I try to tell him, I'm like, maybe you shouldn't play video games. He's like, it's to de-stress. And I'm like, okay, but they're clearly stressing you out. So how does that make any sense? How does that make sense? Men, I don't understand them. But I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to like making some food, chilling on the couch together, watching some TV. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your Sunday. If anybody works tomorrow, have a good day at work. If you're off, have a great day off. Whatever y'all are doing, I hope you enjoy what's left of your weekend. And Vetus, thank you so much for your support as always. I know you've been here since the beginning of the stream and you're still here. Everyone else, thank you so much for your donations today. It means the world. I really do appreciate everything that you guys do for me and for this channel. And I ended the week last week just feeling extremely grateful. And so I just wanted to tell you guys that, because sometimes I'll feel it and I don't tell you. And yeah, I'm just feel really blessed these days. So thank you. And I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your evening and rest of your weekend. I'll talk to you later.